sorry. What don't you get?
I can't wait to go away on my learning vacation when I grow up.
Have any questions so far? Alrighty. We'll be taking the residential elevator to the farms area on the surface level. This way, please. Let's leave these good people alone for now and go check out the farms. Follow me up the elevator.
Welcome to New Homestead.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
New Homestead's farms are the beating heart of the colony. Without them, the original outpost would have shriveled and died.
The elders say that preserving our tradition is so
climate-controlled,
important.
the perfect environment for
hearing
growing
such
the
wonderful
hydroponic
things about
vegetation
other worlds.
needed for survival in the early days of the colony.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota.
Some of them sound pretty scary, though.
She really
Hello?
doesn't care for tourists.
You're not going to tell... Oh, thank you! Not really. There's some, though. Most are around my age. I don't know. I've never been to any other schools. We mostly learn about the history of the solar system and Earth and stuff like that until we get old enough to go on our learning vacation. That's when we get to leave to go to school somewhere else for a few years, or travel and visit other worlds, try out jobs and stuff. Oh, I can't wait. We mostly learn. That's when we get to.
โอเค
My mama says it's
แม่
because
บอก
he
ว่า
thinks
เขา
we'd
คิด
have
ว่า
been
เราจะ
leave if we found out about the rest of the worlds
เรา
out
เจอ
there.
อะไรเกี่ยวกับโลกใบ
But
นี้
I keep telling
แต่
him
เต็มพยายาม
I
พูดกับ
love it
เขา
here
ชอบอยู่
and I
ที่
love
นี่
him
ชอบ
and
ค่ะ
I would never
แต่ไม่
leave
เคย
him.
ทิ้งเขาเล
He
ย
doesn't believe it.
เขาไม่เชื่อ
He says the
เขาบอก
kids
เด็ก
almost
ส่วนมาก
always
มัก
want
อยาก
to
จะ
leave
ออก
when
ไป
they
ตอน
grow
ที่
up.
โต
But not me.
แต่สำหนูแล้ว
Nope.
ไม่อ่ะ
I just want
แค่อยาก
to
จะ
visit somewhere
ไป
else.
ที่ไหนสักที่
Maybe.
ก็แค่นั้นแหละ
Thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
โอเคลุง
Any questions about the farms? Onward it is! We'll be stopping by the Brown Horse Tavern later in the tour, which uses many of these locally sourced ingredients.
อ๋อวัตถุดิบไป
But for
ทำอา
now,
หาร
it's just a short way to our next stop. Follow me! So, the old biolabs are just on the other side of this building. Step on them. They're not in use anymore, but the colony has faithfully recreated them as a historical exhibit, true to the original purpose of the Titan masterpiece. Sadly, they're undergoing some light renovation. Otherwise, there'd be interactive activities for kids to learn about how they used to search for microbial life here.
อ่าฮะแล้วไปไหนต่อ
Hello.
ปฏิ
Pardon the dust, but I can still answer some questions about the... Sure thing. Keep in mind the Biolabs exhibit is... Pardon the dust, but... You got it! On to our next stop!
ไปเล
Next, we'll
ย
be heading outside, so
Ow.
make sure to check those seals on your suit
พา
because
กู
it's
ไปไหนจะพากูเดินมานี่แล้วกูก็เดินออกเดี๋ยว
we're
ยิง
going
ทิ้ง
out
เลย
into the frozen wastes of
เดี๋ยวก็ยิงทิ้งเลยนะที่มันไส้อยู่นะเพราะว่าปืนบางกระบอกเราต้องเก็บที่ไม่ใช้
Watch your step outside, by the way. The ice can be slippery if you're not careful. The goal is to keep people out of Dr. Lakota's infirmary.
โอเคอ้าวอ๋อนึกว่าไม่ใส่ชุดมาครับบิล
Anyway, where were we? Oh yes,
มา
powering
ถึงไหน
New
แล้วนะอ๋อ
Homestead.
ใช่พลัง
As you
พลั
might
งงาน
imagine,
เพื่อที่
generating
ภาพว่า
energy was a
พลัง
real
งานที่แท้
challenge
ที่อาจ
back
จะ
in the
เป็น
day
อ๋อ
because the
แต่
technology
เทคโนโล
was much
ยี
more crude then.
ไม่
But crude or not, it was that technology that sustained the old Astro base. And it might surprise you to learn that technology is still working.
ดีบางกระบอกนี่มีเป็นเกือบโหลนึงอะโคตรเยอะ
The interesting thing about this old colony is that it's mostly powered by clean, renewable energy. You'll see one of the methods used on the horizon up ahead. That's right! New Homestead's famous wind farms! This spot was chosen for the colony in part because of its constant winds.
เนี่ยนะก็อยากให้ดูอีการหามบ้านนี่โถยกูเห็นเยอะแยะแหละเห็นเยอะแยะ
Integral to the colony's function since its establishment as a cheap, mostly reliable source of electricity.
ไปครับไปโอเค
So, let's talk about wind. You're the boss. Let's go.
เพื่อไปดูอะไรไปดูพลังงานลม
We're going to learn about Titan's great
แล้วก็เดินกลับ
natural resources.
พากูไปเดินอะไรอยู่เนี่ย
Rich
โอ้ย
with hydrocarbons like
แม่ง
methane and ethane. Surely you saw huge pools of this stuff on your descent into New Homestead. I like to think they add to the natural beauty of this
จะ
world.
ทำเพื่ออะไรเดี๋ยวมาเดินทัวร์อะไรก็ไม่รู้
Stay away from them because, like anything beautiful, they can be dangerous. Just like my last ex-wife's pet. She had this gorgeous, I don't know what you'd call it, creature. The guy that sold it to her couldn't tell her what it was or where it was from. I don't think it was even a legal sell, to be honest. The thing was very easy on the eyes. Feathers, all the colors of the rainbow. Nasty bite, though. Wound up in the hospital and almost lost my hand. Still not enough for her to get rid of the dang thing. Anyway, there's a reason she's my ex-wife. But enough about me.
แต่เพราะคุย
We were talking about methane and other
เม
resources,
เท
right?
นและพลังงานอ๋อนะไปจะรู้จะพาไปถึง
Hey, can you believe it?
โอ้นี่มันน้ำนี่เองสังเกตว่านี่คือน้ำสังเกตเลยโหน้ำจะมีพลังงานอะไรเพียบอะ
Back in the 20th century on
เดี๋ยวลอง
Earth,
สำรวจ
they
ดู
used to fight wars
มี
over
โอกาสจะลอง
natural
สำรวจ
resources
ทั้งหมด
like
อะ
this and petroleum. This whole moon here basically made of hydrocarbons in their own backyard. They just couldn't get to it. Incredible how far we've come. New Homestead is home to one of the oldest and largest methane processing plants in the settled system. Every year, UC engineers go through a painstaking, month-long maintenance process. It's how this place has remained operational as long as and all, but I can still answer questions. Questions? Fire away. It's not as if they shut down for a month. It's not. See, this place is built with redundant systems, so that during that time, the UC Okie dokie, artichoke. There will be. So, this next stop is a bit of an interesting one. I only recently made it part of the tour. Fun fact, it's also the only natural landmark on the tour. What we're about to see is a glacial spire we affectionately call
พาไปไหนวะเนี่ยพากูมาดูอะไรพาไปดูพลังงานมันใช่ที่น่าดูไหมเนี่ยพาไปดูอีการหันลมก็เจอเยอะแยะเดี๋ยวก็ยิงทิ้งเลยยิงทิ้งดีพี่เนี่ยนี่ไงใช่ไหมเราที่ Starfield เว้ยเราต้องจริงจังกับมันหน่อยเราจะมาเล่นเกรียนตลกร้ายแล้วก็หนำสาดทิ้งไม่ได้เพราะงั้นหมดตัวอีกกว่าจะล้าหมดได้นี่แม่งเกือบหมดตัว
You probably don't hear it very often where you're from because it was usually a term reserved for unexplored planets back when they didn't have the technology to describe what they were seeing firsthand. Because of that, the term is much more common in the Sol system, but they still hear it occasionally in reference to uncharted worlds. This planet's full of them though, and they like to preserve
จุดตัวนี้
that
ให้ดู
history here.
เป็นจุดธรรมชาติที่ดูดีหน่อยเนี่ยพาไปดูกันหันบ้าบอคอหอยมากดิวเสาแหลมๆนี่หรอ
So here it is, Emir's Horn.
เขาอีเมีย
Free to take a closer
ถ้าอยาก
look.
จะดูใกล้
Just be careful. It can.
ดูใกล้ดิอันเซนมีอะไรล่ะช่างมันเถอะไปดีกว่าดูนายแล้วเดี๋ยวก็ยิ่งใหญ่
So here. Excellent. So we're gonna head back inside.
จะกลับไปข้างใน
through the methane processing plant. Try not to touch anything on your way. We want to make sure to.
กูออกมาดูอีเสาโอ้ยเนี่ยนะแม่งเลยเป็นทัวร์ที่แบบแค่ถึงการตื่นเต้นเลยมากกว่านี้
As a way to remember the past. The museum curator, Maurice Leon, has more information about that area
มี
interested.
ข้อมูลเกี่ยวกับที่คุณสนใจคุณไปเจอเขาได้ที่
Talking about it. You'll find most of the locals here are very friendly to
เขา
tourists
เป็น
like
มิตร
yourself.
กับนักท่องเที่ยวทุกคนเหมือนกับ
Tourism is
คุณ
a major draw to this
เขาการท่
colony
องเที่ยว
these days,
คือ
and I
สิ่ง
respect
สำคัญ
that.
ที่สุด
Most of them are happy to talk at
ให้
length
ทำให้
about
ทุก
what
คน
they
แฮ
do
ป
here.
ปี้
Their rugged lifestyle is a point of pride for a lot of these folks. ไปดีเห็นไหมเราไม่ต้องเปิดเองห้ามไปดูอะไรจ้ะ
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
ห้ามไปดูอย่างห้ามไปดูอะไรจ้ะ
This area we're walking through.
เดี๋ยวไหนก็ได้ๆละรีเสิร์ชแม่งเลย Food and drink equipment
Bubbles up from deep below, but due to the cold, it keeps freezing as it reaches the surface.
That's the second time this month.
อ่าฮะ
I know. I'll send someone to go patch it up.
You get used to the methane
พาไป
processing
ดูอะไรจ้ะ
after a while.
ถ้ากูเดินวนไปวนมาวนไปวนมาอีกตรงเนี้ย
You're welcome to keep your suit on if you like. As you might expect from a place called the ice mines, it can get a little chilly. It takes miners working daily to clear the ice, melt it down, and keep the water flowing.
แค่เนี้ยมันต้องตื่นเต้นขนาดเราต้องมาดูเองเลยเหรอ ตื่นเต้นขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอวันนี้ต้องมาดูเหมือนน้ำแข็งยิงทิ้งเลยดิเป็นการทัวร์ที่แบบพาไปดูพลังงานลมไงครับ
What else can I tell you about the ice mines?
อ๋อนี่คือที่เข้าน้ำมาใช่
All. Some water is created as a byproduct of methane processing, but that's usually saved in the
อ๋อ
emergency
ไว้ใช้สำหรับ
reserves.
กรณีฉุกเฉิน
I wouldn't recommend it.
ไม่อยากแนะ
First,
นำนะ
it's an
ก่อน
active
อื่น
work
ที่เป็นเขต
site.
ก่อ
Second,
สร้าง
it
สอ
still
ง
needs to be filtered
มัน
and
ยังมี
checked for
เศษซากและ
contaminants.
มีเศษปน
But
เปื้อ
don't
นอ
worry,
ยู่ไม่ต้
we'll
อง
stop
ห่วง
somewhere for refreshments before the tour is over. Sounds good. Let's keep going then. We have just one more stop before we're done with the tour, and it just happens to be my favorite. This colony is home to the longest-running establishment still in existence, the Brown Horse Tavern. The Brown Horse started as a simple mess hall for the scientists and workers when the underground was built, but it's been operated by the same family ever since. Now, what's a horse, you might say? They were a large four-legged animal on Earth, often used for transportation or manual labor. Long before space travel was even a dream for the folks of Earth, even before antique machines like automobiles were possible, horses could be found everywhere. You might have seen them in old movies or read about them somewhere.
จะในหนังหรือที่ไหนสักแห่ง
Sometime. They're beautiful animals. The tavern's original owner was infatuated with them, from what I understand, and named the place in their honor. The moniker, Brown Horse Tavern, is also a throwback to names of similar Earth restaurants hundreds of years before it was established. That delicious smell is making...
มีอะไรแนะนำไหม
Ooh, that's a tough one. I honestly love everything Anya serves here. I'd be doing her a disservice to recommend one dish over another. You want the real answer? Order one of everything.
ก็สั่งเป็นทุกอย่างแค่นั้นแหละโอเค
Okay then. All right, we're headed to the last stop. Right back where we began. Feel free to check out the museum exhibit in the main concourse here. These displays are full of rare earth trinkets salvaged from before
แค่นี้
humanity
นะ
left,
พักดู
and
อะไร
Maurice
ดู
is
กันหันลม
happy to talk about the
ว่าที่
collection.
นี่ใช้อะไร
The
ทำอะไร
museum's
ที่นี่
curator, Maurice, will
Got
be happy to
to,
talk to you if you want to know more. Well, that's that.
อ่ะ
Oh, wow. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your stay in New. Take care.
เพื่ออะไรวะเนี่ยคุณทำเพื่ออะไรนะฉันทำเพื่ออะไรฉันทำไปทำไมทำไปเพื่ออะไรฉันทำไปทำไมทำไปเพื่ออะไรมันจะได้อะไรทำไปเพื่ออะไรแล้วฉันจะได้อะไรโอเค
Weapons online. Opening fire. Enemy shield gone.
ยิงไปดิติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วติ้วเจ็ดติ้ว น่ารักน่ารักน่ารักต่อกันยิงไปดียิงไปดิยิงเย่ทำอะไรอ่ะโอเคงั้นไปดีกว่าไม่เห็นจะใช้ได้เลยโอ้ยแม่งเอ้ยอะไรวะฟิสตาที่จริงเขาเล่นอะไรเงี้ยเขานั่นเราไปดีกว่าไปเถอะโอ้ยไม่ทำให้ก็ไปได้ไม่ได้อีก นี่ทำอะไรกันเนี่ยยิงกันอยู่นั่นแหละมีอะไรหรือเปล่าฉันไปไหนไม่ได้เลยที่ชนแม่งไปเลยยูฮูเราต้องทำไงให้ตายแบบธรรมชาติเราจะได้ไม่ย้อนยอมแพ้กูเห็นพวกมึงจะยอมแพ้กี่โมงพวกมึงจะเสร็จกันกี่โมงไม่รู้อะเสร็จกี่โมงไม่รู้อะเสร็จกี่โมงไม่รู้อะน้ำยิงกันไปเขากำลังสนุกกันอยู่ถ้ายิงกันเองสนุกไปนะถ้าสนุกเนี่ยว่ายิงกันเองไม่รู้เมื่อไหร่จะเสร็จกันนะมันเป็นอะไรหมุนฟ้าไม่ได้วะมาจบโอ้ยรำคาญด้วยจบ ว้าวนี่ไงฟรีเลนอะไรวะเรามาถึงแล้วก็ไม่มีดาวยิงยิงยิงยิงเรียบร้อยดื้อไปเลยยูนิตตี้เหรอไปรวดเร็วมาเรากลับมารอบนี้สะอาดไม่ไปแล้วแอตแลนติสอะไรทั้งนั้นอ่ะโอเคโอเค and we're today
Hi. Please disregard. Spencer.
ว่าไง
Oh, sorry. Been poring over the chart. Oh, so jaw the words another time then.
โอเคครับเจมิสันสแกนอนาโตมีหลายๆดาวสวยนะแต่มันโล่งไปหน่อย
Let's put this bird on the ground.
Okay. Okay. เอาแล้วมา อพลังจักรวาลหาเหวอะไรไม่รู้สักอย่างเราให้เราเอาควายก็เอาควายโอ้โหเนี่ยมันเล่นใหญ่ตลอดนี่คืออะไรไว้พวกนี้มันคืออะไรเนี่ยผมก็ไม่เข้าใจว่าไอ้สัตว์พวกนี้มันมีมีนิ่งอะไรของมันหรือเปล่าเอ้าไม่ได้มายิงมาเป็นไงเราได้พลังมาครอบครองแล้วไม่มีอะไรเลยว่าดาวดวงนี้นอกจากอิเศษซากปรักหักพังที่อะไรก็ไม่รู้อะไรอ่ะไม่ค่อยมีอะไรเลย สำรวจไปเรื่อยเปื่อยแบบไม่มีอะไรเลยเกมที่ว่างเปล่าคือความว่างเปล่าแบบเอาความใหญ่มากบความว่างเปล่าที่ผมรู้สึกไม่ค่อยชอบเลยเนี่ยผมไม่ค่อยอยากสำรวจอะไรสำรวจไปก็ไม่ได้อะไรเดี๋ยวเวลาเป็นอะไรเก็บเควสดีกว่าเควสได้เกมนี้ดีแต่นอกนั้นก็ไม่มีอะไรดีเลยยังมียามหานะให้ท่านที่เดินตายบอกเลยอ๋อแกต้องชดใช้บดีต้องชดใช้ไม่ใช่อะไรก่อนชดใช้อะไรอ่ะที่เราเล่นแบบผมเล่นแบบใจดีแล้วนะเพราะใจดีสุดนี่ไงปืนนี้ใจก็ได้ใจก็ดีนี่เป็นไงลูกซองสไนเปอร์อยู่ไหนอยู่ไหนอยู่ไหนเฮ้ยเอฟเปิดว่ะเอฟเปิดเชียวนะเว้ยเอฟเปิดถ้างั้นต้องไงวะนี่ปะนี่ไงแม่งระบบแม่งก็บั๊กเก่งเก็บไปใช้กันเนี่ยมีอะไรเห็นมีอะไรเลยใช่แล้วแกวิ่งหนีไปซะแค่หนีผมไม่เคยบอกว่าตัวเองหนีจะบอกตอนไหนว่าตัวเป็นจะหนีบอกตอนไหน กูบอกจะหนีเรียบร้อยเป็นไงเป็นหมูย่างเกาหลีไปดิย่างเกาหลีนี่เป็นไงสมน้ำหน้าฮีเลียมเพียบเลยดูดิแต่ฮีเลียมนี่ไงยิงตูดเรียบร้อยเป็นไงโถ่เอ้ยพูดเองเลยเนาะทำเป็นเก่งท้ายก็ไม่ได้เก่งอะไรเลยโอเพนแล้วโอเพนไหนอะไม่รู้ช่างมันอาร์กอนคอโลไลนี่ต้องเก็บเพราะว่าเนี่ยมิสแต่ยืนชิวอย่าตายห่าเพียงรู้ตัวอีกทีคือตายห่าแล้วไอ้วิ่งเนี่ยโถ่เอ้ยเอาไอ้ดีตายสงสัยโดนคลื่นตายก็ดีอะเลยใหญ่แต่ตื่นกันใหญ่เลยงานนี้ถ้าตื่นใหญ่เลยกลับไปที่ยาน SSNN โอเคจะไปใคร เค
So much to see. For a collector, I've been charmed.
โอเค
Mark my words. Someday I'll be.
โอเคไปแต่ก่อนอื่นไหนๆแล้วเราขายของหน่อยดีกว่าสวัสดีเจคน
Oh, please take a look.
ใช่เลย please take a look ทิ้งขายแดกครับซื้อกระสุนมา
Appreciate the business.
อ๋อเป็น heavy fuse
Oh, please take a look.
heavy fuse มีเปล่าวะ heavy fuse ไม่มีนี่เนี่ยมีตังค์ละมีตังค์ซื้อของฉันคืนแล้ว Coachman ก็เก็บเสียงเหมือนกันอีกเก็บเสียงอะไรเยอะแยะเก็บเสียงอะไรเยอะแยะเก็บขายทิ้งไปซะOkay.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Hello. The well.
telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee, and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
แล้วอย่าผมทำอะไรฉันต้องการเงินคืนเงินไงก็ได้เอารองเท้ากลับไปเลยแค่บอกใครว่าคุณซื้อมันมาจากที่นี่ก็พอ
I got contacts all over. Stock may not be so reliable, but I got ways of getting things. You ask me, the real? Absolutely.
เราก่อนเราจะเสือกเรื่องชีวิตใครเขาขายไม่ทิ้งไปเถอะสึกลำคา
Right, the boot. She's the third customer to
จะ
return
เป็นคน
the
ที่
bag.
3แล้วจะคืนของมาด้วยเหตุผลเดียวกัน
I don't doubt it.
เอาแล้วเราไปเจอเรื่องอะไรเข้าอ่ะต้องเสือกแล้วว่ะ
You're a pilot, right?
เป็นนักบินใช่ไหม
You can do me a favor.
ไปทำอะไรอย่าง
I've heard of a UC station at the far end of the galaxy called the Den. You go there and stash these boots in a crate, and I'll give you credits as a compensation.
ได้
Finally, someone to give these blasted boots the boot, if you pardon the expression. Here, I'll have your credits for you when the job is done.
โอเคไหน Special Slot อยู่ตรงไหนวะไปสิเราอยากรู้ว่าเราก็ต้องไปเสือกเจอเจนไปเลยครับโอเค
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Captain, greetings. Hello, Captain. I have no objection.
เจอตามดิแค่ตามมันจะยาก
Hey, got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. Looks to me like you were... Sure.
โอเค thank you
Just don't cause any problems, okay? It's been a slow day.
Hey, newbie.
เฮ้ยว่าไง
Nice set of boots you got there. I'll give you, say, 500 credits for them. Great. I've been wanting a pair like that. To be honest, I might have gone as high as $2,000. I'm not...
thank you แบบเป็นคนซื้อให้เยียบเลย
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
เร็ว
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please.
ขาไปกลับไปเดอะเวลว่ายังไงบ้างครับมาเราขายให้แล้ว
You asked me? The real New Atlanta? Yes, you did. You know how I know? The rain cloud over your head is all but gone. Here, for your hard work. With a lady log back on my side, I expect the business to be less bust and more boom. And let us never speak of those accursed bulls ever again.
Science Tech ถามว่ามันน่าอัพทุกอันไหมก็รู้ตัวมันก็น่าอัพทุกอันนี่โอเค
If you're looking for a tracker, you've come to the right place. If not, well.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you? Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Okay. ตามนั้นตึ๊บทีนี้ก็ยืนง่อยเรียบร้อยไว้คนอื่นแทนก็ได้วะเดี๋ยวซาร่ามาแทน
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions. The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less. It is not an answer, for there is no question. The Great Serpent will come. All concerns are meaningless in the face of the oblivion he will assuredly bring. You wish to speak of the Keeper's Pilgrim, do you not? I will tell you of him, and then you will leave. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan. The unbeliever says, remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Then we are done. Leave me.
Oh, I do not get paid enough to deal with stuff like that.
Security protocols engaged. Please do not interfere with my duties.
Oh, you're back. If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. What else did you learn? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Was there anything else? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it? So you intend to find the truth and then have that truth confirmed by your peers. Unity is a reality born of observation and agreement? Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Setting down, everything in the green. Landing site locked. Take us in.
I predict that there are numerous resources in this region. Checking gauges. We are ready for ignition. High vertical jumps will result in an overwhelming amount of fun.
Constellation ship. You weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want. Good. See? We can all get along. For now.
And we're locked in.
Hello. Again. You remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. Yes. Let's talk about what really matters.
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
So, I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier. I'm not who you think I am. This universe, what I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye, while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours. I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifact, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp? You mean yet? Go through the Unity 1,000 times and you'll gain a better perspective. I have hopes for you. Higher hopes than the other members of Constellation. They all end up like the emissary. You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides. Bingo.
I want a truce. Between all three of us. I will give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine. Or the Hunters.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.